girl Chocolate Trucker coming at you with another video. Today is Monday, June the 10th, and I'm currently in Moberly, Missouri. And I first want to say welcome all my new subscribers to my channel. I hope you enjoy my content. To my current subscribers, welcome back to my channel, family and friends. This video is going to be about these last two loads that I've had. First of all, you guys, I have been at home. I took about 8 days off to spend my daughter's birthday with her at home and to be with my family at the house. So I came off the road on May 29th and I came back on June the 6th. And that's where this video story will begin. So June the 6th, I went to my pickup. I dropped the kids off at school, and my pickup was like an hour and a half, 2 hours away from the house. But I had to go, it was mostly back roads. I think I had like 20 or 30 miles on the interstate, and then it was U.S. highways and back roads. So it took me a little over 2.5 hours to get there. But got to my pickup, and once I got there, dropped my empty trailer and went to pick up my loaded trailer. I was told that my loaded trailer had not been started yet. said, this is a Walmart. Don't be late. Don't be super early. Be on time. So they were waiting on me to get legal so that I can give them an ETA for when I can get here so they can reschedule the load. So I finally got legal. I let them know that since this Walmart is not a 24-hour Walmart, so I couldn't drive straight through the night, get here and get unloaded. It would have to be the next day. So I let them know I'm like 8 a.m. the next day I can be there. So got here about between 1 and 2 Sunday morning. And waited. There's a Walmart there's a Walmart Superstore right in front of the distribution center. So that's where I parked along with like a dozen other trucks. So I waited, and the next day, on Sunday, or later on Sunday morning, I was told just to go and see if they would take me. So I went. I was told no, I had to wait for another appointment. So my appointment got scheduled, and my appointment is today, which is Monday the 10th, and it's not scheduled until 3:35. So I'll be activated at 2:45 to drop this trailer. And from the looks of my paperwork, it's just a drop. So I'll go in, drop my trailer, pick up an empty, drop the paperwork, and I'll be done. But yeah. So since I've been back on the road from home, it's been a rough couple days and a lot of sitting and waiting and reworking. Yeah. So since none of this was my fault, at my first pickup, my second pickup, then I do get detention pay for having to wait so long for my loads. And because I have to wait this extra almost 2 full days to drop this load, I will get layover pay for waiting as well. But I like to be moving. I don't like to sit as long unless I'm at home. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video short. I'm almost at 15 minutes. But I will be coming out with a couple more videos today, if my memory allows me with my phone. That's the reason why I haven't been putting out videos. My space has been, I have no space on my phone, so I had to delete a lot of things so I could continue to make videos. But if you guys have any comments, questions, hit me up in the comment section below, or you can hit my email, chocolatetrucker18@gmail.com.